Hello, hello.
Hey,
I think it's just gonna be us today, and my dog is sick, so I will have to step out in like a couple minutes, but we can make this a short meeting. I wanted to just mostly talk about zero point 0.5 and where we're at with that. And I still haven't had a chance to go over your PR, but I'll actually do that today. I was planning on doing it yesterday, but dog, like I said, he was like not feeling well. So,
yeah,
um,
that's
but
totally fine. That's understandable. I can't stay along as well. So
okay.
yeah, we can keep this short.
All right,
Um,
awesome, awesome. Let
yeah,
me
I just
share.
had one question, kind of loaded question of um, how do you all have and it's kind of, I guess, related to what I left last time, but like when you're introducing CD events to people, is there a hello world working example?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Not really. The best thing you can do is actually look at like the conformance tests. Um, rather than trying to like invent your own. But yeah, let's copy all the blah 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 blah. Okay. Here we go. But that is something that we can definitely add at some point. We really should, but like what are you looking for in terms of a hello world? Like what would you consider a hello world?
I guess something maybe just on the receiver side where, whatever tool, if I go look at Tecton or like my stuff, if I go look at Argo or something like that, if I'm gonna go try out a creating some CD events and I point it to a CD event receiver that I don't know if it does like schema validations, like, oh, I received the message is good, and just a dumb UI that's here's a list of all the events coming in to
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, because there's like two ways to think about it, right? Like there's the architecture, that's like a hello world, then there's like the producers and consumers. So you just care about seeing the tools interact in a kind of more of like a CD event fashion. Yeah, that's definitely something we can provide. Let me actually consumers showing list of events coming through potentially. And we'll come up with a few more ideas. I'll throw some ideas in the Slack channel, and maybe we can kind of discuss like what a good hello world could potentially be. But yeah, I think starting with at least something, I think definitely from the consumer end could definitely be helpful to people. And then maybe like even using the SDKs could also be um a good start to that.
yeah.
So yeah, let me a blog post regarding this. Yeah, I think a good Hello World blog post would actually make perfect sense. So let me actually spend some time. I really need to spend some time doing this. I just been very swamped with a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And then in terms of zero point 0.5, I started on the aggregation of so one of the things is like the subject type, removing that. So I removed it, but I need to update all the conformance tests. So I will actually have that PR out later this week once the conformance tests are done. And then once that's done, we just need to keep trucking along through the list. So let me see if I bring up the list again. So yeah, this will be done later this week. And then I'll do this one next week. And then hopefully we can do these last three and then hopefully have this done by the end of August is the goal, but we might be like the first week of July is the thought there. So just kind of like keep an eye out for that.
All right.
So yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, like I said, I'll take a look at that PR after I take care of my dog, and then we can kind of go from there. And then, like I said, I'll message the Slack channel to talk about the Hello World blog post, and then I'll start writing that as well. And if you want to like I'm gonna request you to review it since you're relatively new. So if you have any questions, it'll be a good way to kind of like flush out, maybe any assumptions that I'm making, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'd love to poke at that
All right,
and
awesome.
everything.
All right,
Um,
cool. Well,
I'll
thank you. Like I
share.
said, this was a quick one, but yeah, like I said, my dog is like sick. He's been, going to the bathroom every 10 minutes. So I'm like trying to take care of him. But yeah. So
Uh,
I'll go ahead and send that message. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know then, right?
yeah, one thing I'll let you know why, like, part of me saying earlier this was a little bit of a loaded question because I know we were talking about the co-located events, possibly talking about those. I did get a talk accepted to ArgoCon,
Oh,
where
nice.
where I'm going to introduce CD events. So I'm to figure out how to do that.
Oh,
Uh,
cool. I'll be really interested. Oh, yeah, let me know, and then I will see if I can attend that one specifically. And see,
yeah,
because I could probably sell it in such a way that I could probably attend.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
And yeah, we'll keep chatting as far as like I'll want to make sure review, collaborate with you, just like hey, am I selling it the right way, kind of thing, and etc.
Okay, yeah,
But
that
yeah,
works for me then. All right,
cool.
man. I'll talk to you later then, all right?
Yep. Have a good one.
All right,
See ya.
bye.